All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another post-fight discussion video. All right, y'all, let's talk about it. Our main event, Zhang Weili versus Amanda Lemos. Okay, y'all, I know the improvements Zhang Weili's been making as a fighter. And going into this one, I knew the possibility of her going in there and just out-wrestling and ragdolling Amanda Lemos. But something about Amanda Lemos' style just made me want to give her the edge, because I just kept thinking that, okay, Amanda Lemos, she has that particular style that if she just tweaks it a little bit, she can find that right opening and she could probably clip Zhang Weili. But man, was I wrong in this one, man. Zhang Weili, she was able to do it all in this fight. And Zhang Weili's looking like the definition of a very well-rounded fighter now. You know, she's very improved. She was out wrestling, out grappling, out striking Amanda Lemos and just wearing her down round after round. I can't believe this fight went 5 rounds. First of all, I cannot believe it went 5 rounds, because the way Zhang Weili was putting this pressure on Amanda Lemos was just gassing, man. Like, she was gassing by the 3rd round, or I'd say even the 2nd round, because of all this pressure and power that Zhang Weili was putting on her. I mean, even the kicks, those kicks that she was hitting Amanda Lemos to the gut with, they were vicious. Zhang Weili was really looking like a monster in there too. I mean, like, the ground and pound that she was landing and just the hard elbows and forearms that she was putting on Amanda Lemos. Clean sweep, man. Clean sweep. There was one round, I could say, like, when I went back and looked at the 4th round in this fight, I could have seen it go to Amanda Lemos. But overall, yeah, Zhang Weili was still in that round as well. It wasn't like this round where Amanda Lemos just came back and did something big. She just had a few moments in that round that made me say, okay, maybe she has something left. Maybe she's going to try. But I just think that Zhang Weili was in there to just do everything she could as far as to break the will of Amanda Lemos and just outclass her and do whatever she had to do to win. And she did it, man. I mean, shout out to Zhang Weili. Much improved as a fighter, man. I mean, if you go back and look at the 1st round, right away, like, if I was in Amanda Lemos' corner, like I was saying to y'all last night, I would have been like, hey, establish that jab, put that jab in Zhang Weili's face, keep flicking it out there, make her think that you're just going to pity pat a little bit, or you're just finding your range, you're just feeling her out, which you are, and then you set that big right hand up. You keep jabbing to the body, arms, elbows, and put that blinder in her face, and then you throw that big right hand. Just stop trying to load up the big shot, because Zhang Weili's trained for that. They trained for that. That's the thing. Lemos didn't establish a jab in this fight from the jump. No feints, nothing to make Weili think. So by the time Weili closed that distance, you could already see Amanda Lemos getting a little bit antsy. She was getting antsy, and she wanted to throw a big power shot. So she threw a big body kick, and what happens? Weili catches that kick, takes that leg up from under her, puts her right down on the ground, and then Weili goes to that main key of victory, wrestling and just landing heavy ground and pound shots. I mean, the position that she put Lemos in on her back, Lemos had no leverage. And that's what I was worried about with Amanda Lemos. Like, Amanda's strong. I mean, she's powerful, but she's never really been that physically demanding specimen in there. You know what I mean? Like, she's never been that type of fighter that really presses and pushes with physical strength like Suarez, Andrade, even like a Tisha Torres. Like, she doesn't really wrestle back like that. Her power comes from the legs and the hips when she throws in power shots and those body kicks. So when Weili put her on the ground, this was just how it was going to play out through the fight. I mean, put her on her back and then just started landing some hard left hands that looked like they were concussing Lemos, because when she ate a few of those shots, she just didn't look the same throughout the rest of the fight. I mean, Weili was hitting her with some full-on power shots while she was pinning her down. So you got to worry about the strength and the power shots coming at you. So Weili's putting together a good, she's putting together a good arsenal here. She's not just mauling and wrestling. She's hitting you with clean punches. So shot after shot, I believe it was like over 70 shots landed in the 1st round. I had to score the 10-8 round myself. I had to score that 1st round, 10-8 round. Then the 2nd round, Weili started on the feet again, gave Lemos a couple opportunities, and Lemos did land a right hand. She landed a lead right hand. She didn't really set it up, but it was just a clean shot that landed on Weili. But Weili, she took it well. She took that shot well, but that was a sign right there again for Lemos to circle, start flicking that jab out, and throw some calf kicks. I didn't see any calf kicks from Amanda Lemos in this fight. So again, she couldn't capitalize. Weili too quick, drowned her again. Second round. Third round, Weili was outstriking Lemos. Weili was outstriking Lemos this time, stabbing her with that side kick to the body, kind of like that karate kick that Manon throws. She'll kind of step to the side and throw it right to the gut on Lemos. She hit her to the chest a couple of times and bounced her off the cage. And I was just like, wow, Lemos, she just ain't got it. She just ain't got it right now on the feet either, because Weili knows like, if I throw these side kicks or these body kicks, she's not going to take me down. Because if she takes me down, I'm going to drown her. I'll just reverse position, right? So Weili just comfortable outstriking her from a distance, out muscling her on the inside, took her down again, drowned her in the third round. Now the fourth round, like I said, this was probably the round where I thought Lemos had more of an opportunity. The round was more on the feet, like the first 3 minutes. Lemos, guess what? Still not jabbing. This the fourth round and she still hasn't thrown a jab. And I was surprised though, man. Lemos did get a knockdown, which first time I missed, I guess was kind of like an off-balance knockdown, where she threw like a right-left and she caught Weili and Weili went down. But Weili might maybe just been off balance a little bit from the shot, because she got right back up and started fighting at a higher pace. So Weili really wasn't hurt at this point. But yeah, like the first 3 minutes, that was an opportunity for Lemos to go after it. She had plenty of time to land some calf kicks, but she didn't throw any calf kicks, no jabs, no flicking shots out here to set up her power shots. 2 minutes left in the round. Weili, what did she do? Take her down again. And this was another opportunity. When she took her down, Lemos, she did try for that submission in this round. She did try to go for, I believe it was a guillotine she tried to lock in, but that strength and that wrestling of Weili just canceled it out. Lemos went back to her feet, but you could see she was tired at this point, and she was just winging them big shots. And Weili just landed good combos to close out the round, because Lemos was just tired, man. Like, you could really see it in her face. She was leaning into her shots, throwing those right hands off balance, just swinging wild at this point. I couldn't believe that they didn't really have like a good pace and game plan to fight this type of fighter, where they were just going to pace themselves on the feet and, earn that respect. That should have been the main game plan. When you're watching these Weili tapes, you got to slow the pace down and make it a chess match for her. You got to have that footwork, but at the same time, you got to have those straight punches where you're going to get that fighter's respect. They just didn't establish any type of game plan. It was almost like they're just going for home run knockouts. Finally, that last round, man, Weili opened up. Good side kicks to the body again. Just all around good body kicks, just ripping Lemos with them shots, which opened up a beautiful right hand for Weili. And she knocks down Lemos. And I thought Lemos was out. You could hear that shot, because first she hit her with a side kick to the body at the beginning of the round. Then she threw a body kick, a right body kick, and caught Lemos in the side. And as Lemos was trying to back her up, Weili stepped in and clipped her with a hard right hand and put her down on her back. And I thought she was out. I'm surprised Lemos survived that, but somehow she did. And Weili was just on her with heavy shots, just ground and pound again, man. So, yeah, overall, just a dominant performance by Weili. Just all the right tools for every situation in this fight. I think Amanda Lemos, they just didn't really commit to a game plan of using their feet. So by the time Lemos tried to establish anything in like the fourth round, they were just too worn out. Like, maybe she had it in her mind to make a couple of adjustments, but by then she just didn't have the focus or the energy. So really, to me, Lemos, she does have power. She does have that type of power, but she just doesn't really have that IQ, that IQ to figure out a good rhythm to fight fighters at, make those adjustments on the fly, and just think on the fly. I don't think she's really that kind of a cerebral fighter in here. Like, she likes to box somewhat. She keeps that stance, but this fight here just kind of exposed a lot. Like, when the going gets tough, she really couldn't get going either. You know what I mean? Like, she couldn't counter any of the toughness here with, a good slower pace. See, at least like Rose, when she fought this type of fighter, she was like, okay, you know what? It's time to zigzag in and out. Let's keep this girl on the end of our shots. And boom, we caught her. Second time Weili and Rose fought again, she established the respect with the long punches. And then to secure rounds, she surprised Weili with takedowns. But, Lemos just didn't have any of that game plan. It was just like they wanted a big shot. They wanted a knockout. They believe too much in the power, So yeah, man. From here, Weili, she defends her belt for the first time. Hopefully, she can break that curse of the other straw weights and the curse of herself, where all these other straw weights, aside from Joanna, have defended their belt only once. I like to see Weili, do some big things now that she proved that she is the champ for sure. She's always proven that, but I'm just saying, like, now that she's taking on this tough customer that I thought would be a legit test for her, we can move on and see her face one of these threats that are improving too, like Yan Xiaonan, Tatiana Suarez, whoever, in my opinion, I think in December, Yan Xiaonan would be a good fight, but I'm not sure what the UFC is going to do. They might try to make Yan versus Tatiana as a title eliminator, but to me, there's a lot of things to do right now. They could do Yan Xiaonan next, then do Tatiana next, because that way Tatiana could come back in 2024 ready to go, not just off of one fight off of Andrade, who Yan already beat, So we'll see what's going to happen from here. Amanda Lemos just lost, so why not Amanda Lemos versus Tatiana first? If Tatiana can get by her, she can get behind Yan Xiaonan, right? But after what I've seen with Amanda Lemos, I think physically Tatiana might be too much for Lemos as well, So, yeah, man, final thoughts. It was a good performance, good performance by Zhang Weili. It wasn't like fight of the year or anything like that. It was almost like Spence Crawford, you know what I mean, where one fighter just goes in there and dominates and has all the tools while the other one just kind of sits back and takes the punishment and shows their resilience. Or shows their durability. I can give Amanda Lemos a lot of credit for that. The girl was tough. She stayed in the fight, man. She was in it for the long haul. She was always in there trying, even though she just didn't have the tools to do it. She was just kind of going off autopilot at that point, which shows you she had the heart to do it. But from here, man, I don't know if she'll get back in the title shot picture at 36 years old. Because, like I said, girls like Tatiana might be able to get by her, or even like Yan Xiaonan, if they fought, I think she would get by Amanda Lemos at this point. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section what y'all think from here. Yeah, Zhang Weili, I think she could probably defend her belt maybe a couple more times here, man. She could probably be right up under Joanna. I think one the one title defense that like I said, that curse is already broken, where she's been able to do that. But, her and Yan Xiaonan, she has the ability to win that fight. And much as I rock with Tatiana, if Tatiana gets the next shot, she better be prepared for Weili, because Weili's well-rounded. She's got a little bit of everything. And that physical strength is just, wow, it just improved over the past few years, too. So, yeah, Weili's evolving. So, Tatiana, she's going to have to catch up with her. That's all I got to say on that one, guys. But let me know what y'all think. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.